So basically, yeah, the game is still running. Basically, what we have done is using serialized field to give the user or developer rather an access point so I can change it. So for example, if I change the lightsaber, I can change that degree and change the rotation speed. And yeah, if you look at it, it's sort of like you're using this as a control input. So how can I use a control input and input all this number, get all this input to here, and using this as an access point so you can access the code and change the number inside, for example, lightsaber number and say laser logic number. How can I do that? So yeah, pretty simple. For example, let me use the heat laser logic. So this big ominous black dark force as an example. So what am I going to do is to change that. For now they got just some speed, okay? So what I'm going to do is to serialize the degree as well. So some degree, I'm going to serialize that, serialize the field, and of course float some degree. So I get 2 access points. When I run the game, I can sort of manually change the direction of the laser, like super laser. I change the degree, so you can. Yeah, pretty interesting, right? Let me just give it. And of course, I can just. Yeah, just moving around. Okay, so essentially, we sort of treat this as a object that you can control using some degree and some speed. So you can make it move faster, move forward, or move backwards, and change the degree. You can turn left or turn right. So what if I can control it using a more maneuverable input rather than just click and drag here? So in Unity we can do that. So if you would just click Unity, and you can get this preference, and there is a huge preference table here. And remember that we clicked external tool and choose the rider as the external editor. This is how we set the project. So let's find inputs. So yeah, we don't have it. Yeah, sorry, I think it's in file or something. Build setting. Yeah, it's not here. Let me use the help. Okay, I think it's in a setting. Yeah, sorry, there is a project setting under the menu edit. Sorry. So if you go to edit and go to this project setting, sorry about that, you can get this input manager. This is the place where you can get all sort of input, and if you click access, you will notice that we can get the say fire, jump, and of course you can get the joystick button or physical key as well. So what I'm going to do is to sort of use this like horizontal and vertical control that Unity already provided us, as long as you get the string completely same. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, just bear with me. What I'm going to do is show you guys the exact name that you can control it. So for example, the horizontal is called horizontal, so you need to remember. And let me just copy that name just to be sure. Okay, so then I can control it by say that we can control the axis. Let me just get this game stopped and go back to Rider. Let's control hit laser logic.cs. So what I'm going to do is to inside of the update, so every frame that when Unity refresh it, I'm going to check whether the user got a certain input. So I'm going to use this input and dot to get that access information. So get access, and remember when I just copy the horizontal, I just paste that horizontal here because you need that to be exact the same. And once we get that horizontal information, we can store it inside of a float box, not floating box. Get that float box and use it as a variable. So let's just change some degree into a certain degree that user just input. So float some degree or user degree or player, I think it's more understandable, because we want to get the player's degree, and using the horizontal get access to get that story, and every time you transform it. So let's do that. Let's make it even slower so I can control it with ease. I'm pretty old, so I might not be able to keep up with the speed of this game. Yeah, and you might not have noticed, but if you're old enough, you will notice that game is pretty hard work. So yeah, I think the speed is pretty fast. So I'm going to, because you sort of access it using the serialized field, I'm going to change that. So hit laser, let me just make it even slower. So when I hit play, it's become more manageable. So yeah, so if I'm pressing A right now, so it go right. I'm pressing D, sort of go left, which is kind of working, but not exactly. What we want to do is to press A, it will just go left, and press D, we go right. It's sort of neat. We flip it, so we come back to this, and let's get this player degree flipped, or you can add that minus here, so it's sort of flip it. So let's go back to Unity, compile, run it. So I press A, it turn left, press D, turn right. Good. This is more like it. Yeah, pretty good. And this ominous dark lizard will eventually hit our Jedi in the heart. Okay, good. And I can even turn around. Yeah, left, right. Yeah, good. So essentially what we just did it declare a certain placeholder called player degree to hold players input, and using this input dot get access horizontal to get users horizontal input, whether it's A or D or left or right. It's just a sort of a keyboard input, and then put it here and use this player degree as a placeholder. So once you change it, every time because update is sort of a check it, update it every frame when you play this game. So sort of update this, and then we can achieve how to turn left or turn right. And yeah, we can use the same method to declare the moving forward or backwards. So player and player degree, player speed. I think it's I need to replace some speed with player speed. Okay, so yeah, Copilot just automatically got this vertical axis, which is pretty good, and I can get some speed here to player speed. Let me try this out to check whether the Copilot got that correct. So W is forward, backwards, A and D, left and right. Let's try this out. Okay, so it's sort of stuck here. Oh, that's too much of speed. Okay, that speed is that's just too much. Okay, so definitely that speed is not too good. I need to change that a little bit. So I think I can use some degree and some speed, use it as a multiplier. So what I'm going to do is to player degree equals to that certain sort of a some degree, yeah, pretty good, and use it as a multiplier, some speed, so it sort of multiply the speed and degree, and degree some speed unchanged. Yeah, let me just get some degree of 0.1 F just to be safe. Let's yeah, good. So I'm moving forward, backwards, or W and S. Good. Left and right. Let me check that. Yeah, because to some degree, I think, but I don't know what the reason is. It's just not updating it. So yeah, after I add some value, you can slowly change the degree. They can backwards. Okay, good. I think the speed is pretty slow. I'm going to make it faster. Left. I think the degree still maybe this. Good. I think this is pretty good. Left, right. Good. So yeah, we got a pretty ominous laser moving around like a Yondu's whistle arrow. Okay, so pretty good. Yeah, basically that's how it is done. And remember, every time if you stop it, this number will just be gone because it's just stored in the RAM. So you need to memorize it. Some degree 0.1, some speed 0.01, so 0.1, 0.01. Okay, so 0.1, 0.01 F. Save it, and so it's sort of updated. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so you add it in the play mode and lots of state in your running game. Yeah, I don't need to worry about it because I already stopped that game. And once I rerun that, it will just automatically update every information. So yeah. Yeah, so update the information, reset it, then we can test it out. I'm moving to the head. Left. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically how it is done. So we can get users control using whether the WASD or up, down, left, and right. So pretty good. We can control the elements, certain game object in Unity, and of course you can use joystick. It's just a pretty standard control in Unity.